Ned here. We're on to the left hand just for a sec to test in case you didn't work on it. We can check it right now. And if it doesn't go well for you, you can go back and substitute in the left hand with the previous video. Okay, but this is going to be easier if you haven't tried this already than because of what you learned before in the other hemisphere. So now this hemisphere and this hemisphere are going to be doing this down to your foot and down to your hand. Okay? So the stick's going to come up and the bass drum's going to go down. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Ha! I want to make eye contact. 2, eye contact. Ready, go. On my back. There we go. Fix my shoulders. Ready, go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1. No, not going on go. Ready, go. 1, 2, 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 ready, go. Okay, if that went great, you're ready to keep moving. If it didn't go great, just go back to the previous video, work on the left hand that way. You know, substitute the left hand playing the hi-hat in for the right hand playing the ride cymbal. Sorry about playing with my whiskers. I'm growing out my beard so I can do a video for you to show you how I shave my beard and how drumming changed how I shave. And I promise to do some rudiments. And if you've never heard of rudiments, I am so sorry. I'll be doing some rudiments and you won't know what I'm doing. Okay. So anyway, that beard thing's coming up. Now we're going to do, starting with the ride cymbal, we're just going to do free strokes in the right hand and these down strokes on the bass drum using the calf muscle. And they're going to go this speed. Let me get this going. All right. So this is clicking at 60 beats a minute. First, we're going to do it at 30, half the speed. Ready, go. See what I mean? Okay, keep checking your technique. Don't wiggle around in between hits like this. Or just get used to playing what you want to play. And no air drumming in between, because you're probably wanting to do something in between that's not that. So I'll show you what I mean. That kind of thing. Whatever it is. So cruising along. We've been doing this for 1 minute and 19 seconds. Did I do that? Whew. Sorry. Now we got 56 seconds left. And then we're going to start accelerating, but I'm going to do something first. We're going to do this with every click. I wish I could talk and do this at the same time. Okay, here we go. Is it working? Sorry, I wasn't making eye contact. Is it working? Okay, I'm going to switch from these big strokes down to my just past vertical. Safety grip. Four, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to start speeding up just a little bit. It's going to be very gradual. We're playing with the metronome right now. I have the radical theory that if you can play in between the BPM, you'll be so comfortable speeding up and slowing down between the BPM with the metronome. Sorry. You'll be so comfortable that any tempo will be comfortable for you rather than only your vanity tempos where you're just amazing. And so you keep pulling bands with you to your vanity tempos or getting sucked toward theirs. But if you're comfortable with all the tempos, they can pull on you all they want. Doesn't matter. Radical theory. That's my term, vanity tempos. This is another term of mine. Micro tempo between the BPM. How's this going, man? Is this going pretty good? I hope so. Okay, let's go back and do the left hand. Okay? Okay, here we go. 2, ready, go. We'll just get used to this hand now for 2 minutes. But we're going to go faster. And back in a safety grip here. Can you tell I love the mannequin grip? It's a recent discovery in the last few years. And it is so comfy. I love it. The centrifugal force you can tell I'm just thinking of all sorts of stuff, right? Let's talk about you for a sec instead. So now you're hitting that hi-hat. Make sure you don't hit with the neck or shoulder of your stick or the shaft of your stick. Hit with the tip of your stick. Don't dig in. Don't try to hit hard so you get a good rebound. I've kind of loosened my hi-hats and taken my foot off the hi-hat pedal, put it on my left bass drum pedal so that I can kind of relate to you guys if you have a hi-hat that kind of sucks some rebound out of your stick compared to your snare drum. So don't whack hard, just let that thing come up. Don't hold it so tight. Let it fly. So we got 14 seconds left before we start accelerating. I'm sitting here talking to myself like I'm teaching myself here. Not helpful to you guys, right? This has been identified as a weakness of mine. Not looking at the camera. And I want to look at the camera so bad. Okay, we're accelerating. Feel it? I'm back in the mannequin grip, mannequin fulcrum. I love this. Now, when you play the hi-hat, which is the loudest instrument in the drum set, you have to think about that and not beat it really hard compared to the snare drum. You can actually play the hi-hat softer and play the snare drum louder. And if you don't have tricky snare drum parts, that can be really fun because you'll have plenty of time to hit that snare drum from a high height and dominate those hi-hats. We're up to 72 BPM now. If you're getting tired on the top of your thigh, closer to your knee, like the 4 to 6 inches from your knee on up your thigh, on top. Going up your quad side, right? If you're feeling that, it's because you're lifting with your thigh instead of your calf. Let that weight fall on the ball of your foot. Really feel it. Leave it there. Wiggle it between the strokes. It's okay as a bass drum to to wiggle in between strokes. Use it as a light metronome. Totally acceptable. I don't know if you see me like gradually bending over like this. We'll have to talk about that sometime. We're up to 88.9 beats per minute. Are you hearing music as you do this? Because even if something is what maybe you think is mundane, I hear na 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 na. Okay, switch to the ride cymbal. Whether you're a mother or whether you're a brother, staying alive, staying alive. Ooh, both hands. Ooh, staying alive, staying alive. Let's do 4 on each. 103 beats a minute. I'm looking at myself, thinking I'm looking at you. Oh, there you are. You know, in the lens of the camera, I can see these dots, red reflections. I didn't make it back. Back to the hi-hat. Ride cymbals next. I can see these dots, and I think of them as being. I can't talk and play. Okay, so we're up at 112 beats a minute. If you're having a blast, I'm sorry to break that off for you, but we stopped at 112. This problem is licked, okay? Now you get to play boom, boom, chuck, tick, your first beat, which was my first beat, which is why it's your first beat. All right? I'll tell you the story of that, and then we'll get into the beat. It's going to be fun. All right.